Howdy folks, Jerry here. I wanted to tell you a quick short when I was stationed in Milwaukee. And what made me think of this is it's mowing season. It's the beginning of mowing season. And you know when you mow with a rider, you get grass built up around the deck, at the top of the deck, and around the belts, or the belt. And when I was stationed in Milwaukee, I had a chief that I worked for, Brian Heck. I'm not going to hide his name. And he's from Iowa, so I'm sure by now he's retired and he's out there in Iowa because he always wanted to go back. But him and the commanding officer, him and the skipper didn't get along too good. So every once in a while, Brian would get all pissed off and he'd take off his khakis, put his coveralls on, put his big old welding goggles on, and he'd hop on the garden tractor. We had a big regular John Deere there, probably a 60-inch deck or whatever. And he'd go out and mow the lawn. He'd grab himself a Mountain Dew and he'd go mow the lawn. So whenever you see Brian, you look out the window, you see the John Deere going back and forth, and there's Brian. You knew him and the skipper kind of got in a tussle or something. I don't know. But anyway, we had a tenant command, MIUW, Mobile Inshore Undersea Warfare Unit. And they always, I don't even know what the hell they did at the time. I do now, but they always hung out in the back and smoking cigarettes and shucking and jiving. And I went out there, I'm hanging out with them and just BS. And I didn't smoke or anything, but you just BS with them. And pretty soon, coming around the corner, here comes Brian, Chief Heck. He's coming around, he's waving like this. Hey, he's yelling, but you can't hear him because the motor, the engine, and he's yelling, get a garden hose, get a garden hose. So what had happened was he's out front mowing, and he had a lot of grass built up. He never cleaned it off. Why would he? It's not his mower, etc. And there got to be a little smoke down there. So, and he's a machinist mate, so he knew better than this. What causes a fire? Heat, smoke, heat, oxygen, and air. Heat, oxygen, and I'm screwing this up. Anyway, so what did he do to see what the smoke was coming from? He blew on it to try to blow away the dust. And what did it do? It started on a flame. And he said he took his Mountain Dew and he's dumping it down there, dumping it on the top, and it did. Of course, the belt's melting, and he's running around there and jumping off the mower. And of course, we get a garden hose and get it put out, and it ruined the belt, of course, but the deck was fine. But it was just one of them funny things. You're like, oh Jesus! All right, that's it. Bye bye. You go now.